Hey everyone, it's Desiree. I hope you are all having a great time, a good day, and welcome. Absolutely welcome. So I wanted to real quick pop in, and this is just going to be a quick flip through of our two artsy journals. Now I've been showing bits and pieces of them, and one night late, I just kind of went through and just filled them out, completed some things. I put our titles on the top, and we've got all of our charms linked in here and connected, and our exploding tassels out the front because I just love doing that. Again, it's not for everyone, but I just like the explosions, whether they're coming out or off to the side. I kind of leave the bottom alone, you know? So let's get started on our flip throughs. Let's do our first one here. This one, and I always name my journals. I actually keep a running list for each year. I try not to duplicate within the year. I try not to duplicate at all when it comes to any of my journals, but we put just such care and thought and creations within our journals that they should have a name. It's just something that I do. This one here is called Treasures. Here is my plate that I put on the back with my information. That's my branding. And then here is our front plate. Very simple. And these tassels, they are getting caught on everything. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's move those. There we go. This is our top plate. Simply says journal. And then I actually had a stamp that says Treasures in my stash. So I stamped that down and then just put some squiggly lines around it and just have a paper clip here that you can see. I haven't added my closure yet. The closure is more than likely going to be a brown thick organza band, probably like 1 inch thick. That will be the closure. I'm pretty impressed that this isn't, not that you can see it with the explosion, but she's not too much of an alligator mouth, which is very, very surprising for me. All right, let's turn in here. So here we have a paper clip that's holding our journal card here, and we've got some journaling on the back. This flips open, and then we just took a piece of the pattern paper and backed it onto some cardstock so that we could either add a photo, we can journal on here, we can add more fun items to the back of that as well if the recipient would want to collage. Journaling here, journaling there. We just have a piece that stuff can be collaged on. Another spot for journaling. I do like a lot of journaling pages like this left in the book. 99.99999 times. And I say that because there is a journal that I'm creating now. Some of you have been watching it, the Creep on June. There's spots to journal, but not too many. So it kind of like will squiggle around. So it's a different setup. Here we have this. I used the negative from when I used some feather die cuts. We did that, I think, in a live, and I made a pocket out of it. And again, just took a section of the pattern paper. So here we have a flip. Here we have a tag with one of those charms that we made. Added another charm to it, a wing. Here we have those pockets. And again, just a couple journaling cards going on in there. Again, more fun things to collage on, journal on. This is a tuck, and this holds an extremely tall tag. Backed it with some coffee dyed paper, and here is our first explosion coming off of that, of organza ribbon, twines, and just those two things. And I just love it fluffy. Added some charms up there. They can be removed and put wherever the recipient would like, but that just gets tucked right there. You can tuck more things in there. And here we have just another paper clip, another tag here with some baker's twine up on the top. This is a flip, so you could either tuck that tag in there, however you would want to do that. Again, some more pages. Here's another one of our charms. Added a metal charms to it. I love metal findings, whether it's charms or eyelets. Just love the metal pieces. Here we have a pocket, and we added an eyelet down there, so I just added a little charm down there. Recipient can remove that, put that wherever they would want. Here's our two tags here, a mini explosion coming off of that. Here we are in our center. Now here we have a journaling spot here, and when we flip it out, we can see all this wonderful space to collage in. Now I did keep this tassel in the center long in case the recipient, whoever gets this, would want to add charms to the bottom, so they can untie this and let this dangle off the bottom of the journal. So that would be their choice. So I did not trim them down. And then we just continue through. Again, our pocket. This here is a flip, so they can journal inside if they want. So just made a little tiny booklet. Have another charm sitting up on top of that as well. Another pocket journal card. Here we have our tuck, two journal cards as well. And here, this is a large journaling card. I did put an eyelet in it. I've got a pair of scissors, again, for artsy. You know, figuring that this would be great for somebody who loves art or just wants to put little snippet pieces of art in here. But it's pretty wide, so you can see that it's almost as wide as the sheet. Fitting it in a pocket would be bad, so I figured, okay, we can have that hanging out, paper clip that in, and let that charm dangle from it. Love dangles. We have another flip. Here I have another tuck with a large tag. Again, we've got a charm coming off that, and this is part of the explosions as well. Again, we can just tuck that up in there. Again, more journaling cards. Again, they can be any size that we want. They can be, okay, that's funny. They can be, even though I have this white gel pen, let's pull that out and have fun journaling with that. I used some of the scraps from the embossed papers we did for this pocket here. We have another one of our charms. I love to add an infinity charm to my journals, feathers and infinities. Absolutely. This, and then just a paper clip in the back so that they can have fun adding whatever they would like. So this here is Treasures. This is this journal here. Next up is Collector. So this one is named Collector. Yes, it says collections in the front, but the name of the journal is Collector. And again, there's my branding right there. So same kind of setup, you know, yes, this is put down here. I didn't want to cover this, but same principle when it comes to the pages, the tucks, The journal cards, very much the same. Some I did add a top to, some I did not. Again, just have fun with that. I like to let the recipient do what they would want to do with their piece. You know, have fun with that. And again, we've just got our explosions coming off the top there. So very similar in their look. Maybe the flips are a little bit different that come out. We've got our charms. There's that feather. These are pockets as well, so we can tuck things in the bag and have fun with that. So it's very textured when it comes to the pockets. Just have to remember this is a tall and skinny. This is a tuck as well, so something could be tucked inside there. And here's this charm. I love making these style charms. I think they are great. Added just a little bit more metal to it. Here's our center doing the same thing. We can unclip this. Beautiful spread to have fun with collage. Left those long in case the recipient wants to untie that, get rid of the bow, and add some charms to the bottom. Here's our fold out. And in this one, just added a strip of paper. It's not a tuck. It's not anything like that. It's just adding a little bit of interest to the page. We have our belly band, and I added a paper clip with a charm coming off, 3 journal cards. And that's really the only difference between our two. This one does have a belly band, where Treasures does not. The collector does. Boop. Again, another side to that. Here's the tuck with another large tag with some charms. So for the most part, lots of things can be moved. Again, more cards, tags, spots to write our thoughts and have fun. Another charm. This one has the infinity. Now this one here, we have a paper clip there. It opens up for an inside pocket. We've got another tag. And then we also have another one of those booklets that we've got tucked in there. And then this can just fold over. So it's a nice hidden. And here we added that small eyelet in the pocket. So we just added a charm into that. More tags. This is part of that. I love the way that that comes off. So added some coffee dyed papers to this as well. And that's why I added them to the front. Here's another one of those. The negative from the die cut makes a great pocket. Can journal around that with a white gel pen. And then that is it. So remember, when it comes to the artsy journals, okay, we gave it that name because that was the paper collection by Paper Rose that we used. It was called Artsy Print. This is what I have left. Now, I have used also some papers from my stash, coffee dyed papers that I wasn't going to use, but they were not part of the collection. And we used an entire 12 by 12 master board. But these are the paper scraps that I have left from the 12 by 12 collection and the 6 by 6 collection. So that's pretty awesome. So from one 12 by 12 and one 6 by 6, we got 2 beautiful journals. And of course, yes, we add things to them from our stash, because that's what this is all about. Gotta use what we've got in our stash, right? So by pulling in coffee dyed papers and Again, things that you're not going to use. It's perfect for these. So what I did grab, I am going to use brown for this one. This is just organza ribbon, and it is about an inch. I think it's 7/8 of an inch, actually. I get all my organza ribbon from Paper Mart. Now, you can double this if you want. So if I take this, and what I do is I string it through what we have sewn from our signature. And then I will bring that around and then just tie, you know, a simple bow. Now, the wonderful thing is, and I'm really amazed, I did not overstuff. Miracles can happen. See, miracles can happen. But there we go. We have our closure on that. And for this one, I think I'm going to use the same color as one of the strips, the teal. And again, I don't measure, I just cut a piece off. I do want to make sure that it's got, you know, some length to it. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put this through, bring her around, and then I even it up on this side, and then I'll just tie her close. And that's the closure. Usually on single journals such as this, whether it's a tall and skinny, or whether it is what my standard size is, you know, the 5.5 by 8.5. I just use this type of a closure when it's a single signature, because I have this loop back here that will hold the ribbon on for the closure. For others, you know, we've got to sometimes get inventive. But I hope you enjoyed these two. Hope I showed you some different things that we can do when it comes to our journals. These will be up on my shop starting this weekend. And keep an eye out for other announcements because it is my birthday weekend. So celebrations going to start at 4 p.m. on Friday the 5th and run through the weekend. And I will be going live tomorrow on the 6th at 4 p.m. So I hope to see you there. Again, I hope you enjoyed these. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please make sure you leave those down below. And I'll list to the two paper collections that I did use, which is the Paper Rose, the 12 by 12 and the 6 by 6, the Artsy Print collection. I will have that listed below if you want to check that out. But I encourage you, use all of these techniques that I showed when it came to these two journals with the paper pads that you have in your stash. Yes, we can do journals with our pattern paper. Have fun creating your art. Enjoy the process. Most of all, though, remember, always be creative in everything you do every day. And until then, take care.